Seems that Paramount might be learning from the mistakes, and this movie it wasn't as expensive as most of the summer 2023 box office failures, but it really shows that they need to stop spending too much money on these movies. You know, I forget Dungeons and Dragons they probably had to spend a lot of money on the licensing fees for this movie, but it was actually a pretty good movie, which was surprising. But I think Hollywood needs to also warn another thing is that nobody likes rogue products. Okay, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves before the movie came out was seen as a rogue product because of how Hasbro was handling the Dungeons and Dragons IP. I don't know why I can't close this, but yeah, but they're considering making a new version of the second sequel of the movie, and needed to avoid repeating the same formula. Hopes for small budgets for a sequel to repeat by the success. Obviously, you know the movie did not do too well at the box office. They were hoping they would continue the franchise as well. The sequel has been rough for not too very positive updates as well. There's also a possibility that this doesn't even come to feeders and that they just put it on streaming as well. Wouldn't be too surprised if they do that. This is that guarantees the sequel's on the way. But a lot of movies failed because they spend so much money on these movies, and it seems that at least they're starting to realize that they need to spend less money on movies. Okay, I get COVID happened, but again, some movies they were able to keep down the budget like 70 to 80 million, and I think movies will be much more profitable. We didn't spend hundreds of millions of dollars on these movies, especially considering the fact that these movies were not even that great. Yeah, and it's not just Dungeons and Dragons and so many series, especially franchise movies as well. And also it also seems that Hollywood is doubling down on the franchises. Yeah, as Hollywood is still struggling with the strikes as well. But apparently, we'll be getting even more, you know, remakes, which is no surprise now because, franchise movies still are the movies that will still turn in the big bucks, the big money, and obviously. And of course, Hollywood's not going to learn the lesson with, the strikes and continue trying to force AI as well and every one of the movies, not too surprising whatsoever, you know. And that's it about this video here. Goodbye.